electronic equipment came in this cardboard packing material, and right off the bat, it looked like a great contender for turning into terrain. My first thought was it reminded me of the anti-tank defences called Dragon's Teeth, pyramidal anti-tank obstacles of reinforced concrete used during the Second World War. The idea being to slow down and channel armour into killing zones where anti-tank could dispatch them. Landmines were also often laid between them. I'll have to recall that for later. Okay, first up, snip off the end pieces to make it a bit more adjustable. 2 longer lengths and 4 other pieces to set where needed on the battlefield. Grab a bowl and squirt on some Elmers across the surfaces, squeezing lines on the outsides and on the inner surfaces, and once there's good coverage, grab a big brush and dab it around, smoothing the glue out so I can then hold it over the bowl and sprinkle on baking powder. Some areas were revealed as being a little thin on the glue, so adding another squirt, paint it around, and then add more sprinkles of the powder. Grab the next long line of barricades and add the glue, paint it around and sprinkle on the powder, and do the same to the individual sections. Then turn the pieces upside down over the bowl and tap the base with the handles of some scissors to knock off the loose stuff. After letting it dry, pour Mod Podge into a container, a big squirt of black acrylic and a little squirt of white acrylic. Mix it all up and with the big brush, dab it all over the surfaces. It's a sunny day, so I left it out on the patio to dry quicker. Once it was dry, the mixture had shrunk a little and revealed some little bare specks here and there, so with a small brush I looked over the items and dabbed into the open spots. A squirt of white into the mixture and stir it up, and with the dry brush start generously skimming across the rugged surfaces. Add some more white and then a lighter dry brush. And then add even more white, and this time apply the dry brush only to the edges and the corners. Okay, leave them to dry again, and here we have the finished concrete defences. Now, for identification, I printed a page using the stencil font and with an X-Acto cut out the numerals to get a stencil. Then pressed the paper to each item, and then, as though dry brushing, painted some yellow across the stencil to get a nice faded and cracked look. Now, for the graffiti. I posted on a few Facebook groups asking for suggestions and started painting on the best ones using a variety of bright colours. No food, no pain, no sleep, no chance, love the guard. Theth Erebus? I didn't smoke enough Obscura for this. Alfarius was here, a nice rallying for the Emperor, and utterly heretical blood for the Emperor, skulls for the Golden Throne. Some orcs have daubed set your git finders to pansy, a retort of come show me what passes for fury amongst your misbegotten kind, and from the Dragon's Teeth tactic of mining the areas between them, a gloating, if you can read this, you're standing on a landmine. Cal fondles Gretchens and for a good time Vox Slanesh, the orcs are back calling for more Dakar, a despondent Fethme it's Friday. Inspired by this scene in the outpost.
See, we got all the guard, baby. Fucking go again. Hang it.
Oh! Ceasefire! Hey, ceasefire! We got him.
Woo!
Good job, fellas.
Woo! Oh, he go. Hey, baby.
Well, that really blew some minds.
Damn, that's cold, bro.
Too soon.
Mortaritaville saves the day again.
Mortaritaville, for an indirect fire nest that once sheltered here. I came here to see Sisters of Battle, not stare at rock creep. I cut out a Gene Stealer stencil and added that along with a No Surrender that is splashed with some Yoo-hoo glue that I allowed to semi-harden before using a cocktail stick to drag out some strands that I painted corn red and gave a wash of Carroburg Crimson to get a gore spatter as someone was either shot or committed suicide. An orc exclamation of wah, and remembering the World War II GI classic of Kilroy was here, a Corvus pattern helmet to parody the meme. And then I recalled Fat Man.
The fat man's got his eye on you, kid.
How about an Angels of Death had their eye on you version of it? So here we have a series of rock-reek defences, simple double walls to either shelter in or behind. Since they were created, numerous battles have raged across this area and they have changed hands time and time again, with various factions each leaving their mark in the calm between conflicts. Idle hands put down weapons and grab paint and spray, and so they can taunt and mock, bemoan or celebrate before the artillery begins to rain down and the bolt, slug and las blast assail the dense protective walls.